Somebody who's plying his craft currently in the state of Ohio is joining us right now from the Cleveland Browns, formerly of the New York Jets, entering his third year in the NFL, wide receiver Elijah Moore, here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Elijah?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on in your world right now? OTAs and things of that nature? Walk me through what's going on with you.
Man. We got OTAs right now. We just got done with practice. Just fine tuning, getting in everything. And just really just working and gelling together.
And so how are you gelling with your new team, Elijah? Oh, did we lose him? Just like that? Oh, I think we lost him. I feel like Zach Wilson. I just lost Elijah Moore. Is that wrong to say? Is that bad? You there, Elijah? All right, put him back on. Put him back on hold. See what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Is that too soon? Is that hashtag too soon to have made that reference, that joke?
Oh, that was weird. Okay, I'm going to put you back on hold.
Let's see. You back?
Elijah, you there?
Hello?
Hey, there you are.
How you doing?
Better.
That was a funny reply, though. that was really crazy.
Did that make you laugh? You heard what I said?
Yeah, I did. I just couldn't respond.
You want to respond now, Elijah?
No comment. But,
okay. Okay.
I feel like it's going well over here, man. We're gelling really, really, really good.
Okay. So what is it like to be in a huddle, a practice, locker room with Deshaun Watson, Elijah? Give me a 2 cents on that.
I feel like he's taking authority of the team. Last year he only got to play those six games, and obviously it was different knowing that you weren't going to go into the season every single week. So I feel like as far as him being, on his preparation and everything, I'm getting to witness, him in full grind mode. So I feel good about it.
Okay. And so how does one get on the same page with a new quarterback? Walk me through that.
Practice, man. Practice. That's why we out here. We out here every single day. And, we're fine-tuning. We're getting the camaraderie going and just watching each other catch and pass.
How has Amari Cooper helped in this process with you?
Oh, man, with him just being a vet and just being someone in this league who's been flourishing, you can't do nothing but be grateful that you have that type of person that you can at any time ask a question and, of course, just, watch him work. So, I'm very grateful.
Well, and, Kevin Stefanski, your new head coach, was talking the other day about liking the wide receiver room the way it is. Donovan Peoples-Jones also being there. Any conversations about DeAndre Hopkins in your wide receiver room at all, Elijah?
We haven't spoken about it altogether. Of course, it's been lingering around because of social media and stuff. But honestly, like when we get to practice, we're all just focused. When we're in the building, we're just kind of focusing on what we got. If he comes, great. If he doesn't, great. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I understand that. I'm just wondering again because his name's out there. Deshaun obviously knows him, and DeAndre knows Deshaun. So that's not something that you have collectively conversed about, is what you're saying?
No, I mean Deshaun spoke about it a couple of times, but not as a group. No, sir.
All right. So then, what are you guys talking about in Cleveland? About the season, honestly, because the Lamar in Baltimore was the conversation for all of us in the national media for weeks about whether he's coming back or not. You got Cincinnati and Joe Burrow making the AFC Championship game in consecutive years. You've got the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously on the forefront of so many minds nationally because they're the Steelers. What about? Do you guys feel that you are lost in the shuffle, Elijah?
I don't feel like that's it at all. Football is a year-to-year thing, and you got to take it one day at a time. Yes, do we have thoughts that we got to get right, and of course we got to be more focused and be in the long run? Yes, of course. But we're in OTAs right now, so we're focusing on OTAs. And then when we get to that point, it's going to play out how it's supposed to, depending on how we work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we look too far. And you can't look at the past because then you'll just get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? I just came from the Jets. You know what I'm saying? And if I looked in the past there, we would get discouraged. But we don't. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do the same here. We don't look in the past. We look at what we got now.
Elijah Moore, Cleveland Browns wide receiver here on the Rich Eisen Show. If you don't mind me, and I made some sly reference to it earlier, What happened in New York? Because it seemed like your first season, you were moving. The arrow was trending up. What in your estimation can you describe happened to you in New York, Elijah?
Life, man. Life happens. What people I feel like they kind of don't understand is that football is just another corporate job. Not everybody always gels and everybody always sees eye to eye. I hold myself to a high standard, and I just want to help a team always. You know what I'm saying? I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've showed little glimpse, nowhere near what I could show. But, sometimes that kind of just doesn't happen. And I feel like that's exactly why I am here now.
Well,
so I can't pinpoint exactly what happened, but I'm playing for Cleveland, and I'm grateful to be here.
Exactly. And obviously the Jets have moved in a different direction while Zach Wilson is still there. Was it a change in offensive philosophy that caused you to essentially disappear, Elijah? Was it Zach Wilson's development? Is there any details you can give us from your perspective, please, on that?
I can't really just speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't nothing that you could just blame one person, two people. It's a team sport. So I can't speak on that. I'm not sitting in those rooms seeing how he's learning. I'm not. I can only focus on myself. That's all every single player does. So it's just a really, just a question mark. We don't know. I don't even care to focus on it. I play for Cleveland now.
You do play for Cleveland now. Okay. And so where were you on the day you got traded and got that phone call? Walk me through that day.
Where was I? I was in Atlanta actually I actually was going to see my agent. He called me and he was like, Cleveland, whatever. And then he was telling me that's very high possibility. And then I was just thinking about Deshaun and everything, and really just to be in a better space mentally. And then I just got excited for everything, and then it came out, and then all the coaches, we all spoke and everything, and from there it's been history. I've been up here ever since.
Have you circled that Week 17 Thursday night game against the Jets, Elijah?
Nah, man. I treat every week the same. Of course you want to do good against every single team. So I don't just look at it as like, let me just kill them. I'm trying to kill everybody.
No, I understand that, but do you want to kill them a little bit, especially on that Week 17? I'm just trying. Come on now. Let's talk.
I want to kill everybody the same, man.
Okay. All right. Very good. Understand. So what's your goal for this year then? Give me that one.
Oh man, yeah, man. I'm trying to ball, man. At least 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And just win. Honestly, we got to make it to the playoffs and then Super Bowl, man. I'm trying to see what that feels like.
Vegas. That's what you're saying. Vegas.
That, straight like that, yeah. Straight like that.
Do you say it out loud in the locker room? You guys talking about it, even in May and June?
Man, we one day at a time. Of course, we all be like, damn, that would be crazy. So I'm saying we don't want to see what that experience is like.
Yep.
We got to put this work in and stuff like that. But, we're in OTAs. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be where our feet is at for sure.
Okay. See, now we had a good connection the last few minutes right here, don't you think? Just a good connection.
For sure. Yes, sir.
I didn't lose. I didn't lose you.
You're trying to get me. You're trying to get me.
No, I'm not trying to get you. I am Elijah. I'm from New York City. I'm born and raised in New York City, and I've been a Jet fan, and I enjoyed watching you. And play, and I thought, okay, we got
my time there too.
I definitely saw you, and I'm like, okay, we got a real one. And then I started, needing to just really stare at the screen really hard just to see if you were out there, and it was really just a head scratcher for me, and that's why I just wanted to chit chat with you about that. That's all. I'm not trying to get you.
We chit chatted, and you ain't gonna have to worry about seeing if I'm out there no more.
Okay, very good. And I will see you out there Week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals, and then you're going to have my gosh, you're right at it. You're at Pittsburgh on a Monday night.
Right at it quick.
You're you're going to be in front of the whole country. Monday Night Football, Week 2 at Pittsburgh. Let's go, right? Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Elijah Moore, thank you for the call. Greatly appreciate it. Let's do this more often. Okay.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Appreciate you having me.
You bet. That's Elijah Moore of the Cleveland Browns right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.